Good evening and welcome to another episode. Actually, good afternoon. It's only 5 something. You wouldn't think it because here comes the rain, you guys. We're supposed to have a washout. It's supposed to start this evening. They said around 7. I think it's going to start sooner. And yes, I have my special greenhouse umbrella. I'm glad I brought this in. So I'll take it in the house. And then tomorrow, if it's raining, tomorrow I'm going to do some transplanting. Okay? May as well. I'm not going to let this whole weekend go to waste. Well, the rain is supposed to stop on Saturday night. And Sunday and Monday is supposed to start blazing again. But anyway, okay. So my lawn lady came. She did a pretty good job. She weed whacked. She did everything all the way down. So you can see some of it. She did around the keyhole garden. So I guess I'll let it stay for now. I need to get that junk cleaned out of it. She moved the table and picnic table. And I'm going to just leave the fire pit right there because I don't use it anyway. I think it looks nice out there in the grass. Okay, let's swing around. Sorry, y'all. Because I know I've been swinging this camera a little bit too much lately. They went back there. They didn't get, no, they didn't get on the side. Now this part, I have them to avoid this whole little area by the shed because of Booga's hole. I don't want anyone getting hurt. So she knew from, well, they did go up against the barn, you know, against the shed. They went up against it again because, you know, I had a lot of that stuff covered. But other than that, I didn't want her cutting around it or anything. She did weed whack around the greenhouse, and the grass went on the greenhouse, so I hosed it off. It came off beautifully, did not stain. If I had left it there, it would have eventually stained, so that's why I washed it off immediately. Let's see what else. And she did the front. I haven't even looked at the front yet, y'all. I've been back here because I moved some of the crates. The lady that helps her moved most of the crates, the heavy ones. I moved the light ones in the wagon. And I told her to put anything in the flower bed not the flower bed, the potato bed, because that has been ruined. You know, the guy, he had to run over it with the tractor. So those 4 little potatoes that had come up in that bed, they're mincemeat now, okay? So I'm gonna eliminate that bed altogether. I'm gonna pull up that wood and the bricks, and I might use that for something else. I can always put the bricks and the wood in because I can actually stack like 2 of those bricks. Well, no, you need 2. 1 for each end, or, you know, because I have 4 of them. I don't know, but I was thinking of making a little pallet out of it, you know, somewhere else instead of using it for the ground, and then I could put crates in the middle of it. Yep, so I'll see. I'll decide, you know, once I get them up and everything to see if I can do something with them. Okay, so, yep, it's still looking bad, but at least the picnic table, as you can see, is back on the patio. And then that brown table is in the spot where I said it would go. And I am going to move the smoker down from the deck because that's being converted into the summer garden. And the smoker will go back on the deck at the end of summer. So I'm going to move that smoker down by the picnic table because I have this table, the chairs will be around that, and I have the picnic table to sit at if I'm smoking anything on the smoker. The grill will go on the side of the house. Okay, now on to this. Okay, first of all, did I apologize? I don't think I did. I apologize for not coming back for part 2 when I was at Pelly's, and I'm uploading that video first, so you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, yeah, Pelly's, they were so swamped today. And all I saw was the one lady working, my neighbor, and she was at the cash register, of course, helping, and the line was, oh my God, that line was wrapped. It was from the cash register, which is in the middle of greenhouse number 1, all the way outside of the greenhouse. Fortunately, I got in the line when it was like maybe 3 or 4 ahead of me. So anyway, they haven't had time to take the flowers off the carts that they came on. People are picking through them. You saw where I got the French tarragon. because I was on live when I did that. Nothing is organized, not yet. Not yet. I guess they need help getting it done. Shoot, I felt so sorry for my friend. I almost jumped back and started helping her. Shoot, I know that was just horrible. But anyway, I wish I could take me a little second job or a little job there, part-time or whatever, because it's seasonal. That's a thought. If it wasn't for my back or whatever, if it was something I could do sitting down, I would do it. Because right now with my back, that's the problem. But before that, I could have easily, with the walker and all that stuff, I could have worked right there at Pelly's. Shoot, might get my wheelchair out or my scooter. Hey, I could scoot around there and do whatever, you know, like watering plants or stocking shelves or whatever. Okay, but anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, now, don't laugh, y'all. Don't laugh. We'll get to the plants in a minute, but don't laugh. Okay, I put the curtains up. I went and got the rods. These curtains are temporary. And what I did was they were so long. They were the 84-inch curtains, and I didn't like them hanging on the floor. I was scared I would trip, so I cut them. Now, y'all know I'm not a seamstress, so don't laugh too loud. But it served its purpose for now. Now, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to Value World because Value World sells like the kitchen curtains and the shorter curtains, the 48, the 63. I could go with the 63. Or I could go with the 48. I'm going to measure the window first. But the point is, I'm going to get the shorter curtains and they'll look nice, okay? These, I cut them. They're not even. They look horrible, but they serve the purpose. Now, here we go. There they are. And you can see hits of the view, but nothing like looking right out of a clear window. So once I get the correct curtains there, it's going to be fine. And I'm going to make sure that the curtains that I get are not going to be that sheer. Or I hope it's enough. If it's some sheers, I'll get enough to where I can bunch them up or get darker curtains, maybe black or something, because that'll help with the shade in here and stuff like that too, in that area. But even with it looking uneven, it looks better than what it was looking, don't it? Compared to not having anything up there at all. So I'll be set. Don't worry, y'all. I'm gonna get it together. And the second thing I'm gonna do, after I get the Goodwill curtains, I'm going to start crocheting. All I need is 4 panels. 4 panels. All I need are 4 panels. I did buy 4 rods, but I didn't put the last one up because I knew I didn't have enough panels. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna get the 4th panel, and I'm gonna just make 4 of them. It's gonna take me a minute to do it, but I'll do it. Okay, and I think the crochet curtains will add character. Okay, now let's see. Now to the plants. I separated the dead plants from the ones that survived of mine. I'll let Sherry decide if she wants to keep these peanuts because some of them are coming back. You can see the new growth here. This one right here has new growth. So they may come back for her. See this one right here? That's new growth. So they may come back. These are my eggplants. I'm not keeping them. If Sherry wants them, she can have them because I've got 2 big ones. Both of us got 2 big ones from the Grow Club. We got 2 apiece. Okay, these are the black cherry tomatoes. The rainbow okra is doing good. This is a chocolate sprinkle. I just watered it, so it'll come back. Another chocolate sprinkle. I mean, they're having a time. I need to get these transplanted. That's the problem. And fertilized. The black cherries are doing good. My cucumbers are doing good. I've got the Isis candy. I've got some chocolate sprinkles back there. I don't know about this. Is this the cantaloupe? Yep. No, that's the cucumber. So now I've got to get a cucumber. Then there's the, what is this? It says eggplant. Oh, okay. And then that's an eggplant. Oh, the Diva cucumber is doing good, and so is the, what's this right here? Oh, Korean melon. Yep, and the Korean melon. Here's another peanut. Let's put that over there, and that one has new growth. Okay, So that's it that I'm keeping from my starts. My ground cherries, they're starting to perk up, and I saw new growth on today, so I do have new growth. And so I think they'll survive. Yep. Okay, what else we got? The flowers are doing good. And I'm not going to transplant today. I'm tired now because I walked Pelly's. Then I walked all through Myers today. I walked through there, and so now my back and legs are hurting. But I'm glad I got to exercise. I did that on purpose, just so that I could get the exercise. So I'll get the mojito planted tomorrow, and I'll get the okra seeds planted tomorrow, and I'm going to get this watered. I have water in here, plus I brought the water hose. Alrighty, so here's the French tarragon. There's 5 here. 1 Sherry's, 1's Renee's, and I'm doing 3 because I want to propagate and all that stuff this year. And if they have more next week, I'll get some more, but because I want a bushy French tarragon. That's the difference this year. Pelly's, they only put 1, or whoever's planting. This is Chef Jeff's. That's the name of the company that they order these from. And I saw a noticeable difference this year. Maybe they didn't have a good crop or whatever, because usually they fill that whole purple thing with like 2 or 3 pieces, never just 1. But the pieces are long. And then some of them had dead foliage at the bottom. I didn't want that. So then Sherry wanted some squash, and so did I. So I did get the squash today. And that's it. So next week I'll be going back to Pelly's because it's, oh, and I'm going to get that grapevine planted tomorrow. So Mari, the lawn lady, she brought that in, and she just slid it down, and then we both lifted it up, and then I slid it to the corner. And so that's a good spot for the grapevine. And so he's going to do his thing once I get him planted, hopefully. He's done well in the house. I've had that thing 2 months now, and he's done well. I just put, usually once every couple of weeks, I'll put just a wee bit of water into the bag to keep the roots moist, and it has survived. It's even begun growing. So hopefully I'll get some grapes. But if not, I'm looking for a grapevine. I am going to go to the big box to look at the fruit, and if they have a grapevine that already has grapes on it, I'm getting it just because that will ensure that I get grapes this year. Yep. But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna focus on, I'm gonna get my French tarragon planted, and then Renee, yours will come next week, so it can acclimate for now. It'll probably start growing. I'm not gonna cut yours at all. But when you get it, well, I'll give you directions when I send it. When you get it, you want to cut it, because cutting it is what makes it grow and bush out, pruning it. So you're going to want to prune it. It needs pruning, but we're going to let it grow for now. The longer it gets, the better, and it'll survive the trip. I'm going to send it just like we did the black pepper, Theodore. And remind me to tell y'all about Mississippi in a minute. But anyway, we're going to do it just like we did Theodore. I'll put a damp paper towel in it to keep it moist and send it, and I'm praying that the U.S. mail gets it to you in a timely fashion, okay? But I'm gonna soak the paper towel to make sure that it's gonna stay moist the whole time during the trip. I already have the box. I'm gonna get all that labeled. It's gonna be good and ready to go next week. I'm broke now. That's the only reason why I'm not sending it just yet. And then I have some other things. Remember those clips I got you and everything? And then I'm going to cut you a piece of that, because I saw Theodore last night. And yes, he needs some more cocoa core, so you might want to do another stick. Well, you know, remember when I got those 2 big giant rolls on clearance? Can't send the whole roll, but I can cut some, and it will be more than enough for you to make something for Theodore to climb on. Now, before we get off, we're at 14 minutes, so I don't want to take this too long, because I've been on too much this week, I know. Mississippi, y'all. I left Mississippi in here overnight, and it didn't get, I looked at the temperature. In fact, let's look at it now. Let's see where we're at. I did crack the windows this morning. It was 70 in here this morning. It's 60 in here now. As you can see, it's 60 too. But it was 70 degrees. So I came out this morning, first thing, as soon as I got up, because I closed the greenhouse off. And I did not know, it was kind of cool outside like it is now. But I did not know what temperature this bad boy would reach. So when I got in here, it was 70. That's the first thing I looked at. I was like, oh, that's the perfect temperature. It felt good. Plants were doing excellent. I was like, okay, they liking it in here thus far. And last night's low got to 44. So it didn't frost or anything, but it got to 44. So I don't know where the greenhouse sat overnight. I really don't. I would assume that it was higher than 44 in here because it was 70 when I walked in, and it was about 11:30 this morning. And the sun has not shone all day. And the only reason I think the temperature has dropped down to 60 is because the door is open now, and all the, well, that one isn't open because it's going to rain. I've yet to open that one, but I will eventually. And then I'm going to close it off again tonight because tonight's low is supposed to be 44 again. It's cool right now, so I want the plants to stay comfortable. I don't think it's going to blaze in here. Actually, I can adjust the window and leave them cracked. They're not even open all the way now, but I have another setting. I have it on the second setting, and there's 4 settings, so I can bring it all the way. I don't know if you see the hole. Hold on. I'm going to point to it for you. Hold on. Give me a second here. Trying to find something to point with. Here we go. My cranberry stick. Y'all know I keep my weapon. Okay. When you look at the thing, it's a nail up there, a latch. And you could go with hole number 1. That's where the thing is. Here's hole number 2. I'm at hole number 3. And down here is hole number 4. So if I want to open it full blast, I'll put it on 4. I have it on 3 right now. So I'm going to bring it down to 1 and just leave it cracked so that there will be some airflow tonight. And I'm going to do the same on that end. And then that one has the holes too. So it's real easy to work and everything. So anyway, but like I said, it was 70 degrees. Now back to Mr. Sippy. Mr. Sippy looked at me and said, I could almost hear Mr. Sippy saying, Q. Well, Mr. Sippy, I could hear him saying, Q, the more I teach you, the dumber you get. Wasn't I happy in that house? Yeah, Mississippi, you were doing pretty good in there. You were doing pretty good. In fact, Renee, remember that stuff you got on yours, that jelly stuff? And it turned out that lets you know that the plant is healthy because it's excreting the sugars that are in black pepper plants. Girl, Mississippi has started doing that, okay? And I didn't wipe it. I didn't mess with it because I knew at that point he was healthy. Brought his butt out here, and like I said, he told me, Q, the more I teach you, the dumber you get. The dumber I get. Did not show you that I was happy in the house with my 2 mists a day and watering every 2 weeks? Yes, Mr. Sippy, you did. Well, Mr. Sippy, when I walked in here, I'm looking at the plants, I'm smiling, I'm pleased, and all that good stuff. I look up on that shelf at Mr. Sippy, and Mr. Sippy was laid down like a doggone newborn baby. Every leaf had I mean, when I tell you that thing had stressed out, it was flopped. I said, oh no, Mr. Sippy, no, don't die, please. Oh, it was horrible. It was horrible. I had to rush Mr. Sippy back in. And so when I took him in, he was moist, but I'm like, let me give him just a drink of water. And y'all know I'm always messing up with the water, but this was life-saving measures, okay? I gave him just a sip of water, put him back on the table where he has been, and then I missed it. No, I didn't miss him because the mist bottle, I didn't even take the mist bottle in because that was a rush job. Think of somebody being rushed to OR because of whatever, to save their life. That's how I rushed Mr. Sippy in there, okay? So anyway, I sprayed him, and I was home for another hour after that. Believe me, I was watching Mr. Sippy every second, okay? I was like, if this thing died, please perk up, Mr. Sippy. I am happy to say he looked like he was perking up when I left, so I felt it was safe to leave him alone while I went to Myers and to the credit union and all that, and to Pelly's. I got back about 2 hours later from doing all that, and Mississippi looks like nothing has happened to him. So now I know. And at 70 degrees in here, now I don't know how low it got last night. It couldn't have gotten that low. Mississippi did not like this greenhouse. He did not like it at all. So he's back in the house, and that's where he'll stay. Since he's doing good in the house, that means he'll survive during the winter because he's surviving now. So let me keep him in there. And Renee, that's what you did. You never took Theodore outside. You have always kept Theodore in your kitchen window. Now my kitchen window is drafty, so I won't put Mississippi there. But he seems to be happy on my coffee table. I didn't have him under the grow light, you know, when I had that light on. But then my overhead lights, you know, they're those recessed, I have the recessed lighting. So he seems to like that. So he's going to stay in that spot. That's where Mississippi will be. Yep. So that's it. So Mississippi can't come out. Maybe, you know, one day I might bring him out. You know, if I'm out here, like tomorrow, I'm gonna be out. Nah, he might give up the ghost again. So no, I'm gonna wait until it gets hot, and then I may bring him out here like I did. Remember when I was hardening off the plants, I brought Mississippi out. No, that isn't Booga. Booga. Look, y'all. Oh, y'all saw him run up under the deck. So Booga, that's not Booga though. That's a different groundhog. Booga was a lot bigger than that. So that's a different one. So he's under the front deck. So now I know. Okay, it's time to get busy. Rashida, I forgot about that juicy fruit gum. Yes, I'm going to get some juicy fruit tomorrow. Okay, so sorry, somebody's gonna be hit with that juicy fruit. I'm putting it right up under the deck. Oh, and that's what I forgot to get at Myers. I forgot to get the vinegar. Yep. So I need to do that. So tomorrow I will get some vinegar and I will get some juicy fruit gum. Okay, y'all, I've been on here 22 minutes. I'm still giddy, but I'm liking how the greenhouse is coming together. I put the rugs down because with the washout tomorrow, Sherry and my niece will not be coming. And so I went on and put the rugs down, and I need to get that one straightened up. I just need to lift the table and step on it to straighten it out. So I doubled. It only takes 2 rugs and I have 3. So I put one underneath that one, and then I have this one here. So I don't care about them being dirty. I don't care about the dirt. A greenhouse is made to be dirty. My thing is to keep it neat and everything. It can't look new forever. I want it to look used. I brought my rain gauge, and so I found a spot on the corner of the greenhouse where I can hang it. It's like right at the edge, and so I'm gonna run a piece of yarn over it, and then I'm gonna hang it up that way. Yep. And that's it. So I'll be piddling along. So now I'm in the piddle phase. But tomorrow I'm gonna start getting those crates, especially since most of them are brought up to the deck, and I have a few more over on the other side in the potato bed. I'll bring those, and there's a whole bunch of them stacked up over there by my window, and there's a whole bunch of them on the deck. So I'm gonna start planting out tomorrow. I'm gonna get, hopefully I can do it. Well, some of them already have soil, so I'm gonna pour the soil in the wagon, amend it, and I can bring the wagon right up here. I'll just have to lift it up or roll it up and empty, and then I'll pour the soil in it, get the soil amended, and then I'll just start planting out. I think those tomatoes, I need to get those planted, and I'm gonna plant the eggplant. However many crates I can do tomorrow, that's what I'm gonna do. And probably our perennial ground cherry, and perhaps I might plant 1 or 2 of the pineapple ground cherries to see if it takes off. Oh, I want to get the squash planted, and we have a lot of that. They came 4 to a pack, and I bought 3 packs. So I told Sherry, it's 12 of them, so 6 a piece. I was like, because we both love our squash flowers and squash leaves, so I was like, so we're gonna have quite a bit. And the plants at Pelly's, they did not go up this year. They kept everything the same. Plants are $1.75 a piece, or you could buy a flat for, I forget how much it is, and the herbs are $3.99 a piece, or 3 for $10. So that's not bad. So 3 for 10, that's $3.25 a piece. So you're saving some money. The French tarragon, you know, the Chef Jeff's, these are the specialty herbs. They cost a little more, but they're only like $3. They had lemongrass, chamomile. They had so many good herbs. So I think next week when I go back, I think I'm going to do a herb garden. I could plant the herbs right in here. I'll just because I'm not doing the mojito mint and the big thing this year. I'm going to put it probably in one of the bigger things. So the other bigger thing, I can put the herbs. I'll put a few of them in there, and then I'm going to put my French tarragon. I had it in one of those last year, and it did good. But I think I'm going to put it in something just a wee bit smaller. When I had it in a crate before, it did pretty good. So I'm going to go with something just a wee bit smaller for the French tarragon, and that will be kept here in the greenhouse. Otherwise, the squirrel. So Renee, also, when you get your French tarragon, make sure that it's covered, because, oh yes, squirrels like it, and they like the ground cherries too. So get your tool or your netting or whatever that keeps tails away, and the rabbits and whatnot, because they will get your ground cherries, believe me. Believe me, at least they got mine, and they got Sherry's. So since then, Sherry has grown hers. Where does she grow them? She grows hers up on her deck. And then I grow mine here in the greenhouse. So my ground cherries will be in here as well. So I'll have those. I always plant mine in a crate, so they'll be okay. They'll take over. And I'm probably going to end up putting them right there in the middle. And then I said I'm going to bring in another one of those, and that's where I'm going to put my collard greens. So I'll put 2 of them in that one, and then I'll have a collard green in the crate. And I could actually put it like under the table or whatever. I don't have to have it coming from the corner or whatever. So I'm still going to have a few things in here. Yeah. And if I get another grapevine with grapes on it, I'm going to put it right in here with this. And I'm going to get some 10-10-10 fertilizer. Yeah. Because who was that? I think Diana, tell me. I think that was you who told me to use 10-10-10 for the grapes. I think that was you. I have to see. It was either you or Hollis and Nancy said that. Somebody said it. Yeah, shoot. I'm ready to use 20-20-20, shoot. Because they got that too. Okay, I'm rambling now. I'm at 30 minutes, so bye-bye. And may God bless you all. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.